Hey guys, welcome to another maths tutorial by the Magic Monk. Today we're going to talk about how to find the inverse of a function. So let's define a ordinary function first. So let's say we have f of x is equal to 2x squared. So whatever the input is, we're going to square and times it by 2 to get the output. So let's say we have the input is 2, so actually let's make it a different number. Let's say the input is 3, so we have 2 times 3 squared, which is 2 times 9, which is 18. So the input is 3 and the output is 18 for our function. Now the inverse function says is pretty much the opposite. So what that means is the inverse function will allow us to accept 18 as the input and give us 3 as the output. And the notation for that is written like this. The inverse of 18 so we pronounce this as f inverse of 18. Instead of f of 18, we say f inverse of 18 is equal to 3. So basically it reverses the operations that we conducted to give us what it was originally as the input. So how do we do that? How do we calculate it? So what do we do on the number 18 to give us 3? Well, to do this algebraically, let's work on our original function. F of x is equal to 2x squared. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to rewrite f of x as y. So y is equal to 2x squared. And then you're going to rearrange the function to make x the subject. So you're going to rewrite it so that we have y divided by 2 is equal to x squared. And then we're going to square root both sides. So square root of x squared cancels out. And then we have the square root of y over 2 is equal to x. So basically the final answer is x is equal to the square root of y over 2. So we can write this as f inverse of y, because y is now the input and x is the output, is equal to the square root of y divided by 2. Now let's try putting 18 into this function, into this inverse function. So f inverse of 18 is now the square root of 18 divided by 2, which is the square root of 9, which is positive or negative 3. Right, now let's try that on our function here. If we put in the function f of x is equal to 2x squared, and let's put the number 3 in there. So we got 2 times 3 squared, which is 2 times 9, which is 18. Or f of negative 3, that becomes 2 times negative 3 squared, which is 2 times 9, which is also 18. So basically we have just accepted 18 as the input and it gave us 3 as the output. So this is definitely the inverse of our original function. Okay, so let's see if you guys can try to find the inverse of this function. So find the inverse of f of x is equal to x minus 1 squared. Okay, work on that, come back when you're done. Okay, so let's try and do this. So now we're gonna substitute f of x as y. So y equals x minus 1 squared, and we're gonna rewrite this to make x the subject. So we have the square root of y is equal to x minus 1. Then we're going to plus 1 to the square root of y, which is equal to x. Alright, so we can say the f inverse of y is equal to the square root of y plus 1. Now let's test if it works. Let's say let x equal 5. F of x is equal to 5 minus 1 squared, which is equal to 4 squared, which is equal to 16. So when x is equal to 5, y is equal to 16. Now let's try putting 16, which is y, into the inverse function. So let y equal 16. F inverse of 16 is equal to the square root of 16 plus 1. Square root of 16 is 4 plus 1, which is 5. Now notice how the square root of 16 can also be negative 4 plus 1, which is a negative 3. Now, will negative 3 give you 5 as the output when we put it in our original function? So let's have a look. Let's say we had f of x is x minus 1 squared. So if we had f of 3, negative 3, then we have negative 3 minus 1 squared, which is negative 4 squared, which is 16 as well. So basically our inverse function tells us what the input of the original function has to be to give us 16 as the output. Okay, I hope that helps you guys to find the inverse of a function. See you guys next time.